What's up guys, OGP here. Jumping right into it, we're going to go through all of the skins available in Marvel Rivals and rating them, giving my thoughts and honest just first impressions. I'm going to look at all the skins purely from a fan and artistic standpoint. I'm not looking at any of the pricing, rarities, things like that. Without further ado, let's just jump right into this. Store, costumes, Spider-Man Bagman. This is one of those ones that's just simple, but it works. I do love the little detail of him having a keychain, and he's got the little Fantastic Four with the Bagman keychain. That's great. I love the webbing on his hands. It reminds me a lot of the way Daredevil would wrap his hands. That's aura. Like, that's just aura. Let's be honest, that's aura. I didn't realize every skin was going to have so many details with it. Okay. For the sake of time and fun, we're just going to look at the emotes and skins and not all the little sprays, but we'll jump through this. Jeff. I mean, it's just adorable. Let's just be honest. I mean, he's just great. I was wondering how they were going to do skins for certain characters, Jeff included. He's wearing a fuzzy pink costume. I like the detailing. I like the fibers. It looks like it would actually be soft to pet. I like his little fishbone dog tag. He's got the little scrunchie on his wrist. He's got his little keychain. Okay, wait, this is also very helpful. First appears, and it's Jeff Infinity Comic 2021, number 3. This is also something really nice to see that not a lot of superhero games do, whether it's Marvel or DC, is actually including credit and references to what everything's based on. Again, I mean, it's just adorable. Psylocke is up next. I mean, I'm speechless for a lot of reasons. I like the skin. I'm sure there are many reasons that you guys will like the skin. It's a good comic reference. Yep, all the way back in 1981. Pulls from the comics very heavily. I like the silver detailing, so it's not just plain. It adds a layer of depth and just kind of texture to it. See the emote. Okay, it's basic, but it works. On the bright side, her spray is really nice. I like this artwork a lot. Next up, we got some movie references. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, Scarlet Witch. Let's see. With a game that's so stylized, it's tough for certain things to reference other things when making a new-gen game like this in 3D look like, say, a comic from the 60s. Stuff like that's tough, especially on the other end, and making it look like a live-action movie that came out in the past couple of years. This blends it very well. She still looks like how she did in the movie. Obviously, it's not Elizabeth Olsen's face, but she has the costume very well done. Cape, everything very nicely detailed. But yet it still fits into this stylized world, which I think is really important. Dope. The fact that her spray actually looks like a poster for the movie, I think is just a really nice touch. Next up, ooh, Mr. Knight. Fucking beautiful. I mean, just absolutely beautiful. I'm a big Moon Knight fan. I love the Moon Knight comics. I love Mr. Knight. The one thing with the skin that's bothering me is the cape. No capes. Moon Knight's default costume is great. I love Moon Knight's default costume. It's extremely stylized and fits this world and this universe extremely well. It's overly techy, it's clunky, it's big, but yet somehow sleek at the same time. I like it. If you put this into a random Marvel comic coming out right now, it would look very out of place. With everything else in this universe, I think it looks awesome. I think it looks really good. But I really wish the Mr. Knight skin didn't have a cape. That's my one nitpick. When I think of Mr. Knight, he doesn't have a cape. He's just in the business suit. And the cape holds the skin back a lot for me because everything else on the skin is damn near flawless. Everything is so clean, but the cape just bugs me. It might just be me. The cape just bugs me. I'm going to be honest. I don't love the cape. See, like, it's something light, though. It's not a huge flashy emote, but he's got aura. Tighten the gloves, you know, dust himself off. I like this nameplate, in part because you can't see the cape, but I like it a lot. Iron Fist. I'm not very familiar with this version of Iron Fist. When I think of Iron Fist, I think of Danny Rand. I'm not complaining, but I don't know what this is a reference to. This is from Swordmaster 2019. I do know the Swordmaster character, mostly from other games, shout out Marvel Snap, but the headband and the hairs give me Ryu in a very good way. Gonna be honest, I don't know what he just did. I need someone in the comments to tell me exactly what this emote's referencing or what it is. I'm not hating on it, I genuinely don't know. He solved a puzzle, it looks like, that looks like some kind of little hand puzzle. It reminds me of Jenga blocks, I don't know. Next up, Captain America. I know he took a super soldier serum. Someone check this man for gear. This man is on some TRT or something. This guy is on some trend. Someone is shooting up Cap with some roids, and I'm not complaining because goddamn, look at how swole he is. Look at the legs, look at the arms. This guy is a fucking unit. Looks like he should be battling on Scar, which makes sense. It's from Planet Hulk 2015. And it's great because it has very much that kind of gladiator Coliseum feel while also still being Captain America. You've got the A here, you've got the blue for the chest plate, you've got the star here. Just satisfying, honestly. Anything where he bounces his shield off something or Thor throws his hammer is always satisfying. Next up, we got Winter Soldier. God damn. Definitely giving Hydra. I'm noticing I might just be a cape hater because I feel like this suit would look a lot cooler without a cape. Most of the skin has this kind of dark gray, navy, light gray color scheme, but then when you get to the robotic arm, he's just got that straight black and red, which just makes it look that much more intimidating. It looks dope. Next up, ooh, I like what I'm seeing. Venom Space Knight. This looks dope. This is one I know. I love Venom. I love all my symbiotes. I love Spider-Man. This is sick. This looks great. The mask is dope. I love the symbol. His Venom symbol on the chest looks awesome. I really like the mask. The mask is really nicely done. I don't know much about the skin because I like it. Looks like they're trying to tase him and hold him down. You can't just stop him, you know? You just can't stop him. W skin. She's still got the little shuriken on her belt. She's still got the ice up here. She's still got the ice boot. Like, it looks nice. It looks nice. W snowman. Do you want to build a snowman? Never mind. Rip snowman. Cloak and dagger. Okay, I mean, it looks dope. It's giving me big Guardians of the Galaxy vibes just because he kind of reminds me of Groot. She kind of reminds me of Mantis, but I like it. It's good. I mean, is he natty in this one? Like, another one, right? They juiced the boy up, but god damn, he looks good. That is a one-punch KO from him. I mean, it looks great. There's so many details here, from the bone weapons, to the cloth, to the fabric, to the ropes. Like, it's just a great skin. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's a great skin. He's got moves. I like it. Character and suit, I know. Superior Iron Man, awesome. I love it. Big arc reactor on his chest, and even just the little ones on the arms, they look great. Just a banger skin. Giving him the kind of smaller, narrow eyes here really added the kind of threat factor, and just the sleekness of the armor as a whole. It just looks so clean, where it almost makes him look more like a droid than a guy in a suit, but in a good way. Great emote. I'm looking at a lot of these emotes of just how am I going to use these in-game or after a battle and stuff, and that's one where it's just like, you just clutch up in overtime, save the game and win, and then you hit this emote. Magneto with the classic color costume combination. I like it a lot. I like this a lot. I love Magneto in his white costume. It's straight drip when he has that on. But when I think of Magneto, I think of purple and red, and this looks fucking great. Like I said, though, I will be very, very honest with my opinions on some of these. There's one thing with the skin in particular that's bothering me right away. I don't love the standing up points on the helmet. I know in the 1981, like it's referencing Uncanny X-Men 1981, I know in the original comics, he had kind of a horned point on the helmet, but it didn't look like this. This gives it kind of a Wolverine feel almost, with the eyes leading right into the point. Another great emote. Dope. This really just gives Storm that kind of really edgy punk rock, goth, alt, whatever you want to call it kind of feel. Great emote. I haven't seen this in the other ones yet, and I love the fact that it actually has kind of comic effects pop up, both with her fingers and the text behind her. That looks great. I hope there's more of that. I hope they do more of that in the future. That looks fucking awesome. Dope. Magic Eldritch armor. It's the complete opposite of her default kind of skin and her default typical look. This is all just bright, light, white, silver, the light blue. The sword looks awesome. Let's see, is her demon different with the skin? It is, and that looks dope. That looks so nice. That's what I want to do with my teammates sometimes. I like that emote. Punisher 2099. This is sick. As someone who loves Spider-Man 2099 and the whole 2099 look, and is a big Punisher fan, this is a great combination. I think they did a great job keeping everything that's distinct with the Punisher. The color scheme is great. The silver, white, and then black and bright red just looks so good and so menacing. Another one. It's simple, but it works. Just checking the mag. Gives me strong Neon Genesis vibes. The purple, the green just looks great. She looks dope. The fact that she's got kind of the braids, you can see the green highlighted on it from the lights, just looks great. I was wondering how they're going to make a mech look venomized, and they did a great job. The fact that this robotic mech suddenly turns into an animalistic thing with these pincers and the talons, just awesome. Thor, Herald of Thunder. This is great. It's somehow much more basic in a way, but yet still very detailed. Which now doesn't make sense. It looks like there's a whole night sky just on the fabric of his clothes, and that looks so dope. And the fact that it's combined with regular strong metal armor, very nice job. Looks beautiful. The way it just moves with him in the light in the camera, great. Again, another one that's just simple, but it's got aura. Evil Doctor Strange. Really nice color scheme that you don't usually see on Doctor Strange. You've got this deep black, these kind of gray highlights, bright silver, and then just eye-popping red. Just comes together to look really nice. Definitely seems like something he was wearing as a villain. This doesn't give me hero vibes. I don't know the comic. Becoming a villain gave him a lot more drip, I'm going to be honest. I like it. Another one. You're going to wipe out a team and hit that. Hawkeye. I like this a lot. This feels a lot more like his comic counterpart. Obviously not the original throwback retro Avengers version, but still the modern Hawkeye that I think of that they do in a lot of the newer books. He looks a lot like, and it works really well. He's got the modern kind of compound curved bow, which looks great. The purple on it, the purple accents look really nice. Sometimes less is more with a lot of skins, and I think this is the case. This is one of the ones where they didn't need to do a whole lot. He's doing some figure magic. Squirrel Girl, again. I don't know a ton of the newer characters. Forgive me. Like I said, I'm not as tapped in with some of the newer characters. I know of her. I don't know everything about her, and I definitely don't know this costume or what it's referenced to, but it looks good. Flex on him. I like it. Everyone in this game is just ripped as hell, and she's flexing the guns. I like it. Loki Season 2, another case where they're going into the MCU and bringing in stuff from the movies and the live-action stuff, and yet fitting it into the game to where it fits this kind of stylized world. Great example, and it looks great. I'm realizing I'm talking way too much for each skin, and this video is going to be way too long, so I'm going to try and say less and less about each skin so we're not here all day. Deadpool and Wolverine costume, and I really like his build in this game. Short King representation, they're showing Wolverine to be this kind of a short, stocky guy, and it looks great. The eyes, I love the detailing. I'm glad we got the full-on just eye cowl. W emote, obviously reference the movie. Hela, Goddess of Death. I mean, her costume is always very elaborate and very complex, and this just leans into that even heavier. It looks great. There's so many little details. The visuals of the cape look great. The way there's just this kind of dripping water, that kind of melting effect looks awesome. The magic all around it. Her weapons look great with this. I really like the look of these knives. They're just very, very nice skin. Another one. This will be great for taunting your enemies. Just hold my weapon. You headshot him. Hold my weapon. Kiss the ground. Very nice costume. The white costume always looks great on Black Widow, and this is no exception. Just looks really, really nice. Another case where less is more. They don't need to do a ton with the skin. They don't need to evolve it. They don't need to do anything extra. It is what it is, and it looks good. Stretching before the match starts. Perfect. Yep, just a little stretch. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, classic costume. I like it a lot. In the movies and now in the game, they're referencing clearly the older style of the Guardians of the Galaxy costumes and their suits, and it looks really good. Looks great. Another case where it's not a ton to say about it. It looks good. Okay, dance battle, dance battle. Same thing for Rocket. I'm going to zoom through these just because they're all from the same movie and the same costume. But once again, great job. It looks good on a human. It looks good on a raccoon. I love it. I was going to zoom through these because they're all from the same movie and the same look. Obviously, Groot doesn't wear a costume, so they had to do something different. A scary, kind of weird to get used to. Good job. Groot in this game, his default skin is a very badass, kind of scary looking Groot. Groot in Guardians 3 has this kind of softer, sweeter looking face, and they did a really good job putting that on the skin here. Even though he's got this gigantic frame, he still looks very good. And he's got his own dance. I love it. They all get their own dances. Perfect. Mantis, once again, I'm going to zoom through it, but costume looks good on a human and a raccoon, and also, I forget what her species is called, but on her. I think you can see the kind of glowing magical leaf effects. Looks great while she's dancing. W. Adam Warlock. Interesting. From the same movie, obviously. I loved Adam Warlock in that. Going from the classic kind of comic book retro feel to this modernized MCU version. My only complaint really, and it's less with the game and more with the movie suit itself, is just the kind of dull muted colors. I just feel like on a character like this, you don't want that, and I don't love it. The red, I feel like there's a lot of red and just kind of a very dull red, which is very accurate to the movie, but I think it was a bad choice by the movie, so not really knock at the game. Obviously, they're trying to go for movie accurate, but I don't love his costume in the movie. I do like that he has his own emote. It's basic, but if he was dancing, it'd be weird, so nice emote. Last and certainly not least, Namor from Wakanda Forever. Awesome skin. Really, really nice job. Translates from the movie very, very well. The way he's got the engravings and the different patterns on the boots, the wrist, all this looks great. The jewels on the collar and the necklace, the earrings, like it just looks very, very nice. Awesome poster. I keep talking about the posters because I really do love them. This one is great. The way he's coming out of the water here just looks like the way an alligator would stick just its eyes out when it's hunting its prey. This looks dope. I love it. But wait, there's more. I realized I missed some when I recorded last time, so I'm going to show you guys them now. So really nice theme going on with a couple of these skins I'm going to show you guys in a second. They all have this kind of futuristic Power Rangers Sentai type of look that I think just looks amazing, especially on a Hawkeye. Really good detailing, giving him a slight scarf. The wrap just looks great. Putting it on top of this really futuristic Power Rangers like armor looks incredible. Next up, Captain America. The bald eagle for the helmet looks great. You can clearly see the eyes, the beak, his ears look like the wings. Although he's wearing this futuristic suit of armor, he's clearly got this kind of big, thick, rugged type that just looks great for Captain America and for a Vanguard. It's good, gearing up right before a round starts, so halfway through the game at the halftime, looks good. If you haven't noticed already, you can clearly see the theme going on here with this kind of futuristic, like I said, Sentai Power Rangers type look, which looks really, really good. The nice thing is, even though they all have that same type of look and that same style, they're all very unique in their own ways. In fact, he's got the kind of holographic face shield, which looks like a glowing mouse from the Panther, looks awesome. He's got the fur on his armor. Kind of reminds me of like a Titan from Destiny in a really good way. Last but not least, this Hela skin looks incredible. I mean, it looks like she's got an entire galaxy or nebula on her skin. The design, like I said, with her previous skin, her designs are always very, very elaborate and kind of over the top, and this leans into that. I mean, it's the like completely ornamental helmet, like everything just looks so good on her. Again, her weapons look great. It's even got moving parts, which is awesome. Overall, I had some complaints with certain skins, but overall, I think they did an incredible job with virtually all the cosmetics I've seen so far. I love the sprays. I love the skins, the emotes. Really, really nice job. Let me know in the comments, guys, what was your favorite skin you saw and your least favorite skin? If you guys are some lore experts and there are any interesting details I missed or any things I didn't notice, please let me know down in the comments. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I plan on making more content for this game because I really do enjoy it. So make sure you leave a like and a comment if you want to see more. Deuces.
Yo, I ain't here for the money, I ain't here for the fame. Though it might be nice to own a jet plane, I'ma do it all for you. Come